My bad. We had to interrupt that right quick. I was talking about them dates, and I just wanted to make sure I was telling the truth. You know, the facts. Mayhem Social Media Coalition, strictly facts. So, like I was saying, how this syndrome and how it affects my current situation and why I'm interested in it. Well, we was going through fighting our case. My son's mother was pregnant. We were pregnant. And by the time we got to trial, we fought the case for about 10 months. So obviously by the time we got to trial and got to sentencing, my son was out. Because he was current, he was present at sentencing. You know, he was present around that time because I waited sentencing for about 3 months. But anyway, listen, this is what I'm saying. I left my daughter, my son mother was a single mother, forced to be a single mother. And with her forced to be being a single mother, like Willie Lynch said, you know, you throw the black woman into a fragile, frozen psychological state because she's used to being dependent on a man. You know, I'm a man, I go to work. So with you taking the man out the picture, the woman thrown into her psychological frozen state, man, she will, in fear of her son that she loves so much, out of love, she will naturally flip and kind of snap, and she invert everything. She turn everything upside down. And she naturally try to raise her son to be as feminine as possible out of fear, not out of love, out of hatred, but out of love and fear that somebody that hates him like they hate his daddy is going to take him away from her. So she don't want to lose her son, so she makes her son to be a girl if possible. That's Stockholm syndrome, that's psychological syndrome, that's traumatic syndrome, that's terror bonding, that's trauma bonding. These are the effects of that. So black mothers, if you find yourself in a situation, man, where you're doing that to your child, if you're making your son intentionally feminine and you telling your daughter and making your daughter intentionally masculine, this is not your intentional. You're not doing that intentionally. You're brainwashed. You like the word or not. You have been trained by your mother and probably by her mother, but only because of the lack of men. We're not putting this on women. This is a cultural problem that black people, this is a race problem that we have. Black men, we are leaving our women in traumatizing states because we are falling victim to prison. We are falling victim to a bad economy, low job rates. We are falling victim to our pride and our egos for the most part. And we walking out on our families. We walking out on that woman that we have a child with just because we realize that she's not the best woman. All right, fine. Y'all got y'all differences, but that child has nothing to do with those differences. And you make sure you're there for your child. You're not bonded to nobody that you don't have a bond with. If God gave you a natural bond, a child or marriage, responsibilities, those are not optional. But once you have those bonds, that's not optional, bro. You can't walk out. But when you walk out, you're putting that woman in a state where she's not comfortable. And by making her struggle or making her adapt forcibly over a day or a week or a month, a very short snippet of her life, adapt to a whole different new way of life, you're putting her in a psychologically frozen state. You're perpetuating, I have perpetuated the Willie Lynch syndrome on my child's mother. I perpetuate that on her by leaving her in that fragile, frozen state where she's not adapt to dealing. So she had to learn how to be adapted to dealing, and doing that, man, here it is today. To this day, man, she has a hard time dealing with my son. And not in a good way. Not in a, like he's out of control. She has a hard way dealing with my son because she has a hard way dealing with her emotions and attachment to who my son is and what he looked like and who he is. The Willie Lynch letter, man, is some real life shit. The syndrome shit is some real life shit, man. This is a father blog kind of AKA too, man, because my situation is extreme right now. I'm extremely frustrated. I'm going to tell you the 100, man. I'm so frustrated by my situation with my son. I'm at the happiest point in my life. You know, I got 2 children, man, and I just got a wife, man. Miss Dorothy Mayhem, I just got blessings on blessings on blessings. But to whom much is given, much is required. And that's what I'm going through with my son, because I talk to him, as much as she allowed me to talk to him, I was told that I shouldn't spend time with my son for his birthday coming up next month, that I should only give her money so she can go to the Airbnb and rent my son an Airbnb out some fucking where. Ladies, mothers, renting your children under the age of 15, renting them an Airbnb, a hotel, a motel for any fucking reason is only for Instagram. Tell the truth. It's only to impress your friends. Tell the truth. You are not renting your child no damn hotel or Airbnb when they're 10, 11, 12, 13, 8, 9, 10 for their benefit. It's not. It's for your benefit and your friend's benefit. And my baby mother, my son's mother, wants me to give her money for Airbnb, and I shouldn't spend time with him. I couldn't. He wasn't at my wedding, and now she's saying I don't need to spend time with him on his birthday because she gonna have him on his birthday. So I say, okay, let me get him the month of his birthday, and we just do it big. And then nah. Just give me money. She's what she's telling me, telling him to tell me. Just give me money and let us do what we do. And y'all time together ain't important. Feel about me however she wants to. Women, you can feel about the children's parents however you want to. Your children are still gonna grow up to form their own opinions. And whoever is righteous in the situation, whoever is truly righteous over the years' time the children are watching the situation unfold, is gonna be the one who's rewarded at the end of the day. Simple as that. So, if you only care about Instagram and what you look like right now, then fine. Be a fuck parent. Be an absent parent. But if you truly give a fuck about your children, if you truly love your children, if you truly doing this shit for the continuation of you and your name and your lineage, think about the shit you doing. Think about how important your feelings are and how important that dude or that hatred or whatever it is, because he must have did something. She must have did something that you liked at some point because you laid down to have a child with him. And that was not your first relationship. That wasn't your only one. So that person must have been special in some way. So let that be the reason that you continue to love. Don't let the fuck shit they did, the reason why y'all broke up, be the reason why you continue to hate. Willie Lynch said do it. Don't blame it on him, blame it on me. Come on. Blame it on the person who told you to hate me. And I blame it on the person that is doing it wrong, which is me. If I do wrong, I do wrong. And I say, hey, listen here, I did wrong. I abused my son's mother. Not physically as much, but mentally. I did that. But now my son's mother is abusing my son because she felt abuse and she didn't get any type of retribution, I assume. Now she wants to inflict that abuse on my son. So then now what if he grow up and now he wants to inflict that abuse on another woman? Because I definitely got it from somewhere. So we have to stop. Come on, man. I cross a Mayhem as a father to LaRon, Shanae. I say, I'm going to stop the abuse. I'm going to stop it. Period. I'm going to keep this shit from continuing, man, because it's not necessary. Tori, I love your life. And that's why I'm going to do my best to make sure that I do right by your moms. LaRon, I love your life, bro. And as you, hopefully what you seeing is that I'm doing my best to love you and get along with your mother so I can love you because I know she important to you. The Woody Lynch syndrome, Stockholm syndrome. Fuck the Stockholm syndrome. Fuck Woody Lynch syndrome. Fuck any excuses it is not to be a better person. Mayhem Social Media Coalition. Your right to be a better person is your responsibility. My right to happiness is my responsibility. My marriage is my responsibility. If it go wrong, it's my fault. My fatherhood is my responsibility. If it goes wrong, it's my fault. But just at the same token, I put what I got to put into it, which is God-given, and I guarantee my marriage is going to be the greatest. Watch it. I'm going to let y'all all see it. We give y'all snippets of it day by day. Not day by day, but you understand. We let y'all into our world every once in a while. See how black beauty is the new millions and why it matters. And I'm going to continue to let y'all understand and help y'all understand why black fatherhood period, but as a black man, black fatherhood is the most important thing to me. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. There is no separation between my marriage and my fatherhood. My wife is as important as my children. My children cannot be as important as my wife, but understand, I take my responsibility seriously all the way around. There is no less said or better than. Mayhem Social Media Coalition, Black Speak, Black Thought, Black Action to help make America great for all by doing your part, by doing our part. Don't fall victim to their syndrome. If you're a victim of their syndrome, if you find yourself with questions about that syndrome, man, contact us here. Mayhem Social Media Coalition. If you find yourself questioning yourself, if you think you might be a victim of Stockholm Syndrome, if you think you might be a victim of battered spouse syndrome, male or female, If you think you might be a victim of Woody Lynch syndrome, if you think you might have a neighbor, whoever it may be, contact us, man. We could do something about it together. Like speak, get our thoughts together, put it into action. Enjoy your day, man. Fuck tomorrow. We ain't got nothing to do with tomorrow. Remember that.